So if you do anything to hurt her feelings, I'm gonna be in your grill like a hamburger. Understood?
Hey ghouls, it's Katya, and I am back with yet another unboxing, and we have another Skullector on the channel. This time it is House of Wolf Clawdeen Wolf. And just in case you don't know, Clawdeen is actually my favorite character out of the 6 main ghouls in G1, so I was so excited to see that she got a collector doll worthy of her greatness. Though her price on Mattel Creations being 150 Canadian dollars was a little bit more than I was willing to pay, and then Amazon had her for $25 less, and at that point I was just justifying. Now then, she's since gone on sale for about 70 Canadian, which egg on my face, but what's a ghoul to do? I've already bought her. But really, I'm just happy to have her, and I managed to swing it at the time, so it's fine. But now let's take a look at her admittedly underwhelming box and get her out of there, shall we? Taking a look at the front of the box, we have Miss Clawdeen front and center, as one would expect, on a like stripy brown gradient background, on a little stage looking situation that is brown, says Monster High Skullector, and has these little gold edges. And then it also says Clawdeen Wolf House of Wolf on the back of the box, which, looking at pictures online, I thought it was going to be on the actual plastic on the outside, but I'm very happy to be wrong because honestly it looked really bad. So I was a little scared of that. Luckily it's fine, we're safe. These sides are just this more opaque brown. You can still kind of see through it, but it's a lot darker. It's the same on both sides, not overly exciting. And now for the back, we have the Clawdeen Wolf House of Wolf title at the top as well, and we have 2 shots of the doll herself on a backdrop of Scarus, as well as there is a little tiny Scarus tower there. There's also a little description here, and you can pause if you would like to read that. So I do have something I want to talk about before we kind of get into the ghoul herself here, and that is the box. When she first came out, like, a lot of people were hating on the box, and like I get it, it's boring, but I actually don't want to talk about the same thing that everyone else was talking about. I want to talk about that I am just not the biggest fan of this new era of collector dolls for Monster High, just not using box art anymore, like art of the characters. Instead we just get photos of the dolls, which, like, sure, they look nice, but I have the doll. I can see the doll. I don't need this. This doesn't do anything for me. I'd much rather have some art of Clawdeen in this outfit. Something that has always drawn me to Monster High has been the art and been the character designs and all of that, and it's really sad that we just don't get that much anymore. It's really just regulated to like the Comic-Con releases for the most part. Like Deadfast Ghoulia Yelps, she has art on her box. Sweet Screams Twyla also has art, but you know, out of the collector dolls that I personally have, the only one that has art is Ghoulia. Everybody else is just stock photos of the dolls, and personally I think that's just a bit sad and a bit of a missed opportunity. Bring back art, please. Mattel, pay some artists. You can afford it. Give us good doll art again. I miss it, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Now that I've got my little rant out of the way, appreciate you ghouls for listening. Let's actually unbox her, shall we? Now, this is how you do collector dolls. This Clawdeen really is the definition of luxe. Like, everything about her feels so high-end. The gorgeous long hair, please ignore her wobbling on her little saddle stand. The embroidered coat here, which she is only wearing one sleeve, the other sleeve is at the back, and a fabric purse. We love fabric. Fabric's fabulous. And I mean, I haven't even talked about the shoes, which are also fabric, and pants, which is super fun. She's got the gold jewelry. Her face is just peak Clawdeen. I don't know if they can do better than this. This is just perfect, honestly. But of course, I do want to go into more detail and look at all her individual pieces because there are quite a few things to look at and talk about here. So let's get her all undressed and see exactly what we're working with. First, let's take a look at Miss Clawdeen herself. Honestly, this screening is simply to die for, in my opinion. Like this right here, this is Clawdeen. This is her. This is my ghoul. She's everything. She's the moment. We love her. We love her. And of course, these claws. These claws are impeccable. It is a purple with gold accents, and they are so long. Like, they're so long. It's ridiculous. Like I have Enid, she's like chilling right up there, and this makes her claws look like nothing, like they're nothing. And her hair, honestly, I know a lot of people wanted the hairstyle to be a little bit more intricate, but honestly, like the twist braid with the little braid throughout and these little curls, I don't know, she's working for me. She's really working for me. And she does have these metallic gold earrings, you know, her classic gold hoops, plus this little hard locket situation with some purple, her signature color, of course, along with gold. But the back of the earring is really cute, actually. We have a teeny tiny little Clawdeen skullet in here. Is that not so adorable? And ghouls, I have excellent news. We won. We have the good arm pegs. But that's about it for the naked Clawdeen here. So let's actually take a look at all her little pieces and get into the details on that, because there is quite a lot. And then we'll get her dressed again. You know, final thoughts, all that fun stuff. We're gonna start off with our fabric purse, which is one of very, very few fabric purses in Monster High's history. They don't typically do this, but I'm so glad they did. It's this really, really soft, stripy brown fabric with this faux leather black strap, and it also has this little plastic, like kind of rubbery charm, which it does have a closure here, so you can take it off. The purse, this clasp doesn't open. It's stitched shut, but there is room in the purse if you just kind of scooch this away. Like you can put something in here if you want to. Just make sure that you can get it back out after you do that. But overall, really, really cute. Big fan. Oh, I missed a plastic tag. Oh my raw, what am I doing today? Super happy with this purse. Fantastic accessory. Next are her extra little accessories. She's got this fabric choker that is this golden yellow. It has a Velcro enclosure in the back, and she has a rubber belt that is black with her initials in gold with a little star. Standard enclosure in the back here, but you can make it tighter, which I don't know how that would work, but maybe I'll try it later. I'm not sure if that would even fit, but it's an option, I suppose. Next, we have her Panta boots, as the website says. These are, in fact, her pants, but also her shoes. And they have plastic soles to give them some shape, with her initials in gold as the heel, as well as some gold chains at the ankles and these golden wolf heads at the toes. And then there is gold thread running all the way up the top. These actually feel really, really nice. I think they're super luxe. I love the actual faux metal additions throughout this doll. You know, it's not actually metal, none of the jewelry is metal, but like she's giving metal, and that's really all you can ask for. Now, this is her top that you don't really see much at all, but it's a really pretty piece. It's got this lace right at the top, and it is all sheer around the torso, as you can see. It's really, really cute. Lots of restyle potential here. I have seen lots of people just take the purple jacket dress off and only have this, which I think is a nice look as well. So lots of fun options here. Speaking of, we do have her purple jacket dress, which a lot of people think this is ugly. I didn't really like it at first either. It has grown on me though, especially because you know this is in fact her, you know? This is very Clawdeen. You know it's referencing her original doll, and I respect that. I really do. It's a pretty simple piece though. It's kind of like a denim-like fabric. She's got some gold buttons here. Not too much detailing, but she's got a nice collar. And we have a Velcro fasten right there, no lining. Frankly, this coat is where the lining budget went. This is where all the budget went. This coat is quite the piece. It also has a really hilariously large tag, which probably going to get rid of that, but it does look kind of funny. Right here would be where her arms would go. That's not really lined, but she does have these long black sleeves. And then it goes into this absolutely glorious cloak here. She's got all sorts of gorgeous embroidery here, lots of fun details, and it really does feel really, really nice, including the fur here. It's really, really soft, really plush. And she even has these little tassels. Where's the other tassel? There it is. She has these little fur tassels that are also super soft. Same material as the collar here, and they just kind of dangle around. And the lining is the same kind of pattern as her purse, so nice and matching. And as you may or may not know, for a cloak this big, you kind of want to be able to pose it dramatically. And all along the inside here, we have got some bendable wire. So here this is bent, but I can unbend it and I can make it go in all sorts of fun directions. I can make it wave. Look at that. I'm not holding it up, it's holding itself up. Technology. I think this is an absolutely fantastic choice for this coat because it is just so dramatic and you really need to have that mobility to really show the whole thing off. I think it's perfect. She does come with a saddle stand, which is her signature purple. It is a teeny bit iridescent, but I don't know how well that's coming off on camera, but it is there. I did test it, and she does fit properly on it with her shoes, which is good. Cleo, I'm looking at you. Your stand doesn't fit you at all, and you fall off of it. That's why you're sitting down. You deserve better, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's get Clawdeen all dressed and ready to go for my final thoughts. Update on the belt. It does in fact fit on the tightest setting, but only if she's wearing just this shirt. Don't worry about her not having hands. I'm still dressing her. It's fine. She's gonna be fine. Don't worry. And here she is all dressed up with her cape just blowing in the wind. Well, jacket, coat, cape? You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend to know exactly what to call this. I've got a bit of a hot take here, ghouls, and I'm just gonna come out and say it. House of Wolf Clawdeen is more Lux of a doll than Vampire Heart Draculaura. Now, this is not to hate on Vampire Heart Draculaura. I love her. She's gorgeous. However, especially when it comes to fabrics and materials used, I really just think Clawdeen hits it out of the park with this one. She feels like a collector doll. You know, she just feels luxe, feels expensive. She is the moment. And I'm sorry, Draculaura, you simply have not beaten this. While I do think Clawdeen's box is severely underwhelming, and honestly I'm really debating whether or not I even keep it, and I keep all of my collector doll boxes, that's a lie, I didn't keep the Pride box. But honestly, box aside, this is my favorite collector doll now. Like, I have a small handful, including, Midnight Runway Cleo, who is one of my favorites, and I also have one of the Skullectors you can see back there. Gorgeous. I love all my ghouls, let's be honest here. Collector, playline, they are all my darling ghouls, and I love them. But really, this Clawdeen is my new favorite Clawdeen, honestly. Every piece of her, from the impeccable, fierce screening to the gorgeous, long, soft hair, her accessories, her jewelry, those shoes, the coat, I have no words. She is simply too beautiful, and I just don't know how to cope with that. Please send any help you can to me, because I am just extremely down bad for this ghoul right now. I can already tell I'm just gonna spend so much time playing with her. She is so wonderful. And I do want to mention that alongside having the, good arm pegs, her body is a lot more sturdy and a lot less stiff than a lot of the modern G1 dolls that I have, which for some reason they just tend to be stiff and unwelcoming to any attempt at posing them. But Clawdeen, she's flexible, she's ready to go. It's great. The doll itself is perfect. The outfit is perfect. Even the jacket dress, which I know a lot of people don't like. Honestly, it's that pop of Clawdeen purple. It's good, But I mean, if you don't like it, you can always take it off. There's a gorgeous top underneath, and that also works. Or just give her new clothes. Whatever your heart desires. Considering she is still available on Amazon and tends to go on sale really, really frequently. If this is a doll you've been eyeing for some time, but that, you know, retail price tag was scaring you off a little bit, check your Amazon, honestly. She's probably on sale right now. She is for me, at least, here in Canada. And in my opinion, if you can get her on sale especially, she is well worth it. Absolutely fantastic collector doll. I want to see more of this kind of energy from Monster High. Preferably not for 150 Canadian dollars though. Please, for the love of God, Mattel, I'm poor. This is ridiculous. Thank you, ghouls, so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like, it really helps me out. And if you'd like to see more doll content, please hit subscribe. I'd love to see you around. And please let me know any and all thoughts you have in the comments. I read each and every one, and I love seeing what you ghouls think about my videos and the dolls that I talk about. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see all you ghouls in the next video.